Good morning, FlossTube. Welcome to Justsewsherrie. I'm Justsewsherrie here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Well, hello and welcome to Saturday the 7th of June. Welcome if you are a brand new subscriber. I'm very, very grateful. Good to see you. I hope you stick around. If you're brand new here and you haven't subscribed, it would be really lovely if you did. Welcome to those who have joined me along the way, and of course a big welcome as always to those who have been with me from the very start. 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. We made it. 4,000 subscribers, and I say we because weirdly enough I couldn't have done it without you. I'm hugely grateful, and of course we will be having a bit of a bonanza giveaway at the end, so if you hang around for that, it would be good to see you there. Where are we? Well, I'm still a little bit like struck dumb, I think is the word. Yeah 4,000 is yeah. Yeah, so this week's Justsewsherrie, well, it's just funny people you come across in life. So as I mentioned last week, I was going out for the afternoon last Saturday to see an old friend of mine. Not that he's old, he's only as old as me, but he's been a friend since we were in pushchairs, put it that way. So our strollers is what American ladies call them. Not sure what Australian ladies call pushchairs. I don't know. Anyway, we also call them buggies here in the UK. And I've got another funny Justsewsherrie about buggies. I don't know if I've already told you. But anyway, last week I was up St. Ross. And his next door neighbour was out painting his house, painting the outside of his house. And Ross shouted over, "You all right, Malcolm? How are you doing?" He says, yeah, I'm canny. He says, "Remind us, what is it you're painting your house with?" He says, "Oh," he says, "it's that Mongolian paint." He says, "I'm painting it." I looked at Ross and he was sat giggling his head off. He obviously already knew. He'd wanted me to find out. That poor Malcolm was painting his house with Mongolian paint. I think he meant Magnolia paint. But apparently it wasn't. It was Mongolian paint. Well, you know, and funnily enough, I laugh at Ross as well because he's dead funny. And we had gone out to take the dog for a walk, and we're parked up near the river where we were going to walk, and there were some trees beside where we parked. And he got out. He says, "I've got a great stick here for Harvey." Harvey's the dog. He says, "It's been here for years." He says, "And every time I go, I just stash his stick at the bottom of this tree. It's great." And he went, "Get this stick. It's gone. Oh my God, it's gone. The stick's gone." And he looked at the dog and he went, "Harvey, your stick's been burgled." I was just creased. So I had to go around find another stick for Harvey. And Harvey's funny, apparently. Well, so I found out as well. Once he makes friends with a stick, that's it. That's his stick for life, you know. And he broke the stick in half. And so it was only about this long. And Ross was saying, "Let's get you another stick." Nah, he wouldn't have any other stick. He was committed. He was monogamous to his original stick, and that would be his stick for this walk. Even if it ended up at this big, which by the end of the walk, it actually did. So that was funny, the Mongolian pin and the burgled stick. You have some great people in my life, I do. What can I say? So, how is everybody? I've never asked you how you are. Are you all doing okay? And also, thank you for everybody who puts comments as we go week by week. It's how I get to know you, and it really is. I know Chris Crossstitch. He calls his people. He calls his viewers his neighbours. And it kind of is like that. It's like my mates, like, oh yeah, there's Rebecca, there's Joan, there's Margaret, Noreen, you know, like, you all right, how are you doing? And I do imagine sort of going, oh, you're all right, good to see you. So a massive thank you for those that just comment generally and that are, you know, I really get to know. And there's those who will put on, oh, I don't usually comment, but I just wanted to this week. And to be fair, I'm with yous because I'm a rubbish commenter. I always think when I'm watching, oh, they've got more important people to comment to than me. Yeah, I do. So I'm just not very good at it. I'm not very good at interacting with people, full stop. And the more time I spend on my own, the less good I get at interacting with people, especially in the real world. I went out to see Ross last Saturday. And I haven't been past the door since. I spoke to my mum because she rang me on Thursday because they've just been on a holiday in Greece with my sister. I've spoken to my manager at work on a Zoom call twice. And I think that's it. So when people wonder why I'm ignorant, it's because I don't get much practice these days talking to people, which is fine. I'm happy with that. But yeah, so yeah, don't know how we went down that little road, but so we did. Okay, what have I got this week? So this week I have got not a lot. Not a lot at all. I've done the same amount of stitching as I always do. But I've got a mini monthly finish. I have got no actual finishes, no fully finishes, no new starts. Just a big old pile of whips. Say big old pile, there's not even that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I suppose one a day. I've got one a day. I've obviously been working very hard this week and I haven't got as much stitching done. Plus I lost Saturday, didn't I? Because I went out finding out about burgled sticks and Mongolian paint. So my mini monthly finish is the Cricket collection. Autumn, and I am doing a letter a month so that it should be done by, is it by October? This is June, May, so April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, so I've got however long that takes us in September to do. So it'll be done by autumn. Oh, I haven't got my board out. Not that I need it for this one. So this is as far as I am. Oh, I might need to adjust that blind. So this month is the tea. And he has got his little beak there. You can't see it very well. But he has got a little orange beak on his little raven, on the little raven. Oh, Sherrie, do this properly. Show the people properly. There, that's better, isn't it? So, yeah. So, I had done this part of the tree and I'd done about 3 or 4 stitches along here, along the T. But basically, I've done the rest. And the little spider. Is there anything else? No. That's right. So the little spider and all of the little... I couldn't figure out what this is. So I think the green, at first I thought it was tree, like T for tree. Yeah. But I think it must be like a vine. I think that's what the green must be. It must be like wrapping around like a vine. Now I did... Oh, I've put the threads away. I did it with the called for, apart from this. Oh, hang on, have I missed a... I might have missed a leaf. I've missed a leaf. Right at the end there should be another leaf here. Yeah, that was meant to be done with a silken colour, autumn bouquet. But I didn't. I did it with something else, which is downstairs. So I'll have to find it because I'll have to put another leaf in here anyway. But other than that, I did it all with the called for. So I'm quite pleased with this. And I'm quite pleased with the amount of stitching it gives us on a monthly basis, because I found last year I didn't really enjoy... I was doing the monthly... What do you call it? Come on, Sherrie. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. You can really do this. These are words. You know words. You've known words since you were 1 or 2. You've known them a long time. You can do this word thing. Come on, let's rally. Let's rally my words. I was doing the monthly thingies by Wendy. It's just not happening. Hang on. From the Heart Needle by Wendy. And this happens to be the one I've got to hand. I haven't got June because I didn't get June finished. But there was so much in each monthly one last year. I really struggled with being able to just pick up other things, because I had committed myself to doing those. So I'm really enjoying that this year I haven't committed to as much stitching. So although this one was more than the other two, well, I suppose it was more of a... It took more time because there was a lot of counting. It wasn't necessarily any more stitching as such. But I'm really pleased that this is enough for me. Because I've got other little monthly things on the go as well. And it's definitely enough. I would never commit to doing as much as I did last year, because I didn't enjoy it. And at the end of the day, it is a hobby, isn't it? We do it for the pleasure of doing it. And when it becomes a must get through it, then it becomes a slog, which means nah. So anyway, I'm doing this on 36 count Winter Brew by R&R? I will tell you because I've got it written down here. Yeah, R&R Reproductions. And I'm doing it 1/2. And there might be a new one of these incoming very soon. So watch this space. Watch this space. Right. So that is that one. Next one. And I haven't got the... cover sheet. I have, it's just thingied in the middle. Stacy Nash, Leaping Rabbit, Sewing Pouch and Pin Keep. So I've already done this one here down at the bottom. I'm in the middle of this one, the actual rabbit. Right. a look. So this is as far as I am. Shuffle myself over here. So when you last saw it, I had done, I think I'd done up to about here with the leaves. I'd done the first couple of these pink things and this one, and I'd done his head. So basically I've come down and I've done the rest of the rabbit and his little blue necktie. I finished these pink ones for this one, and I've started putting in these, and I have started coming along these leaves. And I'm not enjoying the leaves. Not enjoying the leaves at all. And I have actually put in, you can't see it very well, but I have put in the top line of the grass with caper. You can see it. You can see it in the real world. And it pops a lot more. Actually, no, it's looking quite good on the screen. Certainly the leaves pop. And this has been done on a 36 count Salem by Blackberry Primitives. This was the retreat project that I got when we were down at Cowslip Workshops at the beginning of May. And I'm quite enjoying it. In terms of, I know Sarah was asking us this week how I was finding the dark fabric. Oh, the man's out the back. And he's dressed. It's only 27, man. I mean, I rocked up a bit earlier today. No such luck, though. Well, he's on his phone as well. And he's pacing. Trouble at mill. Trouble at mill. So, anyway. Oh, I got another letter, you know, from the magistrates. Well, it wasn't from the magistrates, from the solicitor, you know, about the fact that I was out braying people with planks of wood, or attempting to bray people with planks of wood. I wasn't. But I managed not to open this one, and I wouldn't care, you know, I sat and I did look at it thinking, could I just pretend that I hadn't noticed it again, and I can just find out what's going on? But I didn't. I was a good girl. And I took it over to the person who'd been a bad girl. So I'm none the wiser what's happening, but it's obviously still ongoing. So where was I before I got rudely distracted by a dressed man? I can't even remember where I was. Every time, isn't it? Every time that fella comes out, I'm just totally thrown. And he's a married man, you know, and he's got a lovely little wife. She's dead canny. I think it just throws us when I see men in states of undress. That's all. So, oh, he doesn't look happy at all, you know. He's foaming about something. So nosy, because I've got nothing going on in my own life, as I told you at the very beginning. So anyway, right, where was I? Yes, I think I was just saying that you can see. It was the stitching on the dark fabric. I find it all right. I do find stitching on dark fabric okay. It's slower going than it is on light fabric. That's the only thing that I think is gone. I'll keep it posted, don't worry. I know you need to know what's going on in everybody else's lives around here. Especially when there's such exciting stuff happening. Naked men and people getting done for assault and all sorts. So, yes, it's slower going. But other than that, it doesn't really bother me. And I love the pop. I love the pop that you get when you stitch on dark fabric. So, the only thing with this, remember, I spent about 10 minutes last week trying to tell you what one sentence could have done, that I struggled with the placement of this on the fabric, because it's got to make into a bag, and I don't think I've done it as far down as it should have. I think I should have left more space at the top here. So I'm kind of on tender hooks a little bit. So I think I need to concentrate on getting that done, because I'm worried about the placement. And I am doing it with all of the called for that we got at the retreat from Stacy and Tonya, who does the wonderful fabric, does all the fabric. Right, I'm going to leave that one because it's harder to put in. I feel like I'm right down in me. I think after last week when I was standing up. Yeah, I feel like I'm not as high up as I usually am. So, next one. A French Rose by, no, it's not by Marie Vallée. I mean, it is. Marie Vallée did the original thing. It's by Running with Needles and Scissors. And this was this year's Nashville that I needed to have, and that my friend Val Lawson very kindly sent me. She's been away on safari and she sent me some photos and a bit of a rundown as to what it was like. Oh, it looked incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's definitely Canada, New Zealand and safari, I think, are probably my bucket list trips. And where else? What's that mountain range called? Appalachian Mountains? I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I'd like to go, but I mean, they pretty much run the length of, starts in Canada and goes right down the length of the US, I think. I would love to go to Appalachian Mountains. So I keep thinking I should go there, but the Canada ones, and then I've kind of killed two birds with one stone, haven't I? Anyway, meanwhile, back in bonny little Blythe. This is as far as I got with her this week. So I have done a little bit more at the top, a little bit further along. I've done the O, and we have got some awards for Eagle Eyes this week. So we have got Gillian T70 said, you might have stitched the end backwards. I have, you're right. But it is on the pattern. So the N there at the end there is backwards on the pattern. So I have, you're right. And I'll be honest, I didn't even notice until you said. I thought, have I? Why would I have done that? Now have a look, and I thought, yeah, I have, you know. I had to check the pattern. I was like, you know, that's what the pattern. And I had never noticed. Bearing in mind, I've stitched it. Never even noticed that it was backwards. So you're right, Gillian. It is backwards, but it is backwards deliberately. With the pattern. Oh God, where's it gone? I've just had it in my hand. And it was also, the other one, Kelly Hale 2778. Did they miss out the W? Yes, they did. So it wasn't me. I checked again thinking, oh God, what have I done? What have I done? But yes, there is no W. I assume she's either forgotten it or there's a reason why, if there's a V, they haven't then done the W, because they've practiced that letter anyway, that shape. I don't know why. So yes, they have missed out the W. So not me, they have. Well, I have, because they have. And I have come down here, I've finished this flower and come down the middle a little bit, and I've put these 2 little flowers in the other side. So I am doing this on 45 count perman, which is why it's so small. I've done a lot more stitching than what it looks like I've done. It's the only thing that I begrudge when I'm doing it on tiny counts, because I like how small and dainty things come out. But when I'm showing it to you guys, I think, God, is that all I've done? It looks pathetic, and it's not. I've done more than what it looks like. Honest. So yeah. There was that I did wrong, because they did it wrong. Does that mean it's wrong? Or is it right because it's theirs? Who knows? Who knows? One moment. And I forgot to say, I am doing it with the Called For Gloriana in Flamingo. Yep, Flamingo. It's pretty, really, really pretty. Right, what have we got next? Oh, yes. So this is my challenge for the next few months as well, because I've just because I haven't just sat and told you that I don't like having too much. Hang on, I'm going to move you back a little bit. I don't like having too much must stitches, so I piled some more on just for fun. So I am attempting to finish some Halloween whips along the way. So June's one is by the wonderful Lauren and Sam, Flossabilities, and it is there. So the only thing I had done was about 5 stitches at the top. So basically I have done that much. So I got down to these little gravestones, and I've given it up. I'm a little bit annoyed with myself that I wish I'd done it. I'm just doing it with 310, but I wish I'd done it with an over die to give it a little bit more movement in it. So a little bit frustrated with myself. I might have a play around and do, you see the centre one, because I haven't got any sort of movement in the rest of it because it's just all plain black. I might do the centre one orange. I might do the pumpkin orange just to give it a little bit more interest. But I'm enjoying this, and I'm doing it on 36 count dirt track by Fox and Rabbit. Lovely bit of fabric as well. And I've obviously, this is an offcut of something. Well, it's an offcut of dirt track, but obviously I've done something on it, and this is the offcut. And I'd like to know what I've done on it, because I really like the fabric. I'm curious to know what I would have stitched on it, because this is one of those fabrics that I'd keep for best. I'm sure we've all got those fabrics that it's too nice, I need to keep it for best. Yeah. That's what I'll be piled up in me coffin, you know. You'll come to me wake, if you come to me wake, right, and see is there, spread out in me coffin, surrounded by all this fabric that I kept for best. And do you know what? I think that would actually make me quite happy as well. Yeah. I don't want to be buried in my wedding dress or anything, because obviously I've never been married, so nothing like that. Bury me with me fabric and me stitching, me for best stuff. Dear me. One look at a gravestone and there's me. I'm curled up in me grave. So that's as far as I am with that one. So I'm attempting to get that one finished by the end of June. And then God knows what I'm going to choose for July, because I haven't looked ahead. By the time I get to July and August, I'll probably be regretting my life choices. Anyway, another Halloween one. I don't know how I ended up going on such a Halloween hunt. Now, this one, I can't remember, and I can't find the bloody comment. That's what I was looking for before, and I can't find the comment that said, she thought I hadn't left enough room. So, this is la-di-da, something wicked. And this was my original one that I was going to chop down into six monthly pieces. But I never did, and I ended up getting too excited and going too far with it, really. So, when I showed it last week, I think I showed it like this, and somebody said, have you left enough room at the end? And the easy answer is yes. I had it folded up so you couldn't see that I've got, so when I've shown it, it doesn't look like I've left enough room really, but it was purely because I've got the fabric folded up. So yes, I have. Good spot, because if I hadn't, then no, I wouldn't have left enough room, and that's the sort of thing I would do. So yes, I have done on this one. So please keep sending in your, oh God, have you done that wrong, or have you done this, or have you done that? Because 9 times out of 10, I will be wrong. I rely on you lot as my proof stitchers. So yes, please tell us still, because I still need to know. But for this one, from what you were saying, yes, it was too small, but actually in reality it wasn't. So what have I done this week? So I have come further along, and I've done the of my. I think I've done another couple of letters on something as well. And basically I've done a heel, but I have come down and plotted a boot almost to the end. Am I at the end? Yeah, I'm at the end of everything that comes from this side over. At this point now, it starts and builds up again to curve around. So that's as far as I am. I think this will be super cool when it's done, mind. It's coming out way better than I thought it would. Way, way better. And I'm quite amazed as well, actually, how small it is. It's not a huge stitch. So watch this space. I might pick these as one of me. This is one of me must finish this month. If I feel like I'm all getting out of control with too many must do's for me monthlies, I may well do that. I may well just pull it back a bit and just use this as one of me monthly ones to get me grounded again, if you like. Because that would work in me what do you call it? In me to-dos, it would match, because all I'm doing is picking a whip and finishing it. So that hopefully I've got a few Halloween finishes by the time we get to Halloween. The only, oh, I've forgotten to put this away. You know how we lasses and lads. Right, I need to, because this is from autumn, what I've started doing as well, sorry, I know I've just gone straight off on a tangent, but for this one, all I'm doing is kitting up letter by letter. So rather than having 27 different colours stashed up in here, I'm just, every month I'm kitting up what I need for that particular letter. So that in there needs to go away, and I need to kit up you coming. So what was I talking about there? God knows. God knows. Something to do with something wicked, but yeah. Okay, next one. A Burnhope. No, not Annette. We decided she was an Anne with an E. So A Burnhope, which is by MommaLovesYouGB. And I haven't done a massive amount like I did last week. But it's one of those bit by bits that I've done this week. Do you know what I mean? You know what you do. You just do a bit. You just do a bit. So I have done, what have I done? I've done some more of these down here. So I've come down here a little bit further. I'm trying to again do the border, the middle bit, border, middle bit. I'm not sure if I'd come this far as this side anyway. And I had done the VW, so I've come along and done the XYZ, and I've started to put in the little, what do you call it? The little border between. Now, I've had to do a little bit of fudging because God knows what I've done, but the side didn't match up. So I've fudged a little bit. So I've squished it up a little bit. But I'm not bothered. I think by the time the whole thing's done, I don't think you're gonna see that much. Like, you're not gonna look at it and go, oh, yeah, she's definitely fudged that stitch there. Because let's be honest, nobody's going to be in my house looking at it. You know, one day in 300 years' time, when it's up on a museum wall and everyone's holding it to great acclaim and saying, have you seen this by A Burnhope? That it was done in 2025. Yeah, 2025. Can't imagine it, can you? So yeah, and what's this bit here? Oh yeah, so we're going into a new alphabet, which is you see this, it's like a block alphabet. It's like you know when you get books and the first one in a chapter, the first letter in a chapter is done like as a fancy letter. It reminds me of something like that. So yeah, we're going into blocks, but I'd only done it because it was where I had my hoop. My hoop sort of ended here. So there was this little doofer and then a space and then this. And then I didn't want to move my hoop, so I just went back over and started on the border between. So I am doing this on 40 count antique white by Zweigart and using Schoolhouse Red by Gentle Arts. So that is that, and I'm pleased with this. It's really starting to really enjoying it. Bearing in mind, when I first started it, I just didn't. Right, I'm stuck. Got things stuck together. Look, we're stuck. Stacy and Michelle. What on earth have I done? Oh, hang on. Hold that thought. I'm all untangled. And I've even lifted the blind because the sun has gone in. It's forecast to rain today, all day. Great fun, great fun, great fun. Right, second last one, Historical Sampler Company, pot sampler. So at work this week, funnily enough, and the big boss was in, and I look after our diary and stuff. And I'd put a little note at the top of one of our days because she was thinking about taking some leave. So I'd put in like for potential leave, and she went, pot leave? Well, I don't think I'll be getting any pot. So I won't be doing that abbreviation anymore. I think she thought, I mean, for me it was pot as in potential, like, yeah, all right then, I'll just be careful with that in future. Yeah, I don't think, you're funny. I've had a funny week with people. Now it's queer as folk, is there? Now it's queer as folk. Right, where am I with this? Let's just move it over a little bit so I can show you properly. So, I think I should have left the blind down. So, this is where we are with this. So the last time you saw her, I just started to come. I'd done half of the pot. I've done half the big pot in the middle, and I had just started to come over. So I've finished that, which was what I wanted to get done. So I've finished that. I have put the blue into the pot, done the little birdie, and I've done the ledge. And I have just started, well, saying just started, I'm halfway through doing the pot. So this is where we're starting to get symmetrical. I think I did some more of this as well. I did some more of these green balls, and I started putting, that's right, I started putting the blue in. And I did come further down here with the green as well. Oh, that's right. So I did some more of the yellow as well. So some more of the skeleton parts of the flowers. I've got flipping blackcurrant juice, and I'm just a bit wary that it's a bit close for me liking. So there you can see that I've done the yellow. So I've come along. So I've tried to do some of the vegetables as I've been going. And on this green as well, there's yellow that runs alongside it as well. So I've done all of that. So I've done some of my vegetables as well as doing some of the pretty stuff. So I was quite pleased with the progress that I'd got on that. I'd quite like to get to the end of the top with the border, with the flowers. And the flowers, I don't know what they are. I'd quite like to get to the end and start and come down the side. This isn't my favourite border in the world. There's a lot to it. I think it's because there's so many different colours. I don't know. It just seems very bitty. There's lots of bits to it. I mean, it'll look great. It'll look amazing. I'm doing this on Rustic Sheep by Stacy Designs, I think it is, which I ordered from Big Stitch last year. And there'll be a Big Stitch next year soon as well. Those tickets will come out soon. So that is as far as I am. And I'm doing it with all the called for. I got this as me birthday present to myself. I got the gift box, which is a really lovely treat. Really, really lovely. So yeah. Coming on. it is coming on. I'm going to have to put that thing back down, that blind back down, because you can't even see it properly. Right, I'm going to move it all. That's a little bit better anyway. It's a bit more of the colouring. It's quite it's got like a burlappy sack type colour going on, type vibe. It's lovely. I'd quite like some more of this fabric as well. And if you remember though, I can't find anything called, and it's not me, I can't find anything called Rustic Sheep on their website. Oh God. Trust me, it's on there. I can only find old sheep, but I would quite like some more of this. It's really nice. It's much like Winter Brew. I obviously gravitate to those colours because I got the gift box. It comes with 32 count linen, but 32 count linen was going to be huge, absolutely huge. So I didn't. I changed it for a 40 count, so that it wasn't so big. Okay, next one, last one even. And Tong Uffendell, 1835. She's my big lass and she's a bonny lass. And she likes her beer. Right. And I'm quite pleased with the progress I got on this one as well. So, when you last saw her, I was up to about here on this tree. So basically I've come down and I have finished the rest of the tree and filled it all in. And obviously I've done this bit at the bottom as well. This is going to be another little, a very small sort of basket of flowers or whatever it is, fruit maybe, I don't know. So I've still got that to fill in. And I've started this as well. And I think I've only done these because I had the colour on my needle. So I've just used the colour up basically. And this was the one. So I said last week I would like to have got that finished, which I've done. And I would like to have started on this one, which I've done. So I'm quite pleased with the progress that I got. So obviously I've put the bones in. I just need to go down now and put all the pretties in. I've also done this flower as well over here, which I had to frog and redo because I'd done half of it in the colours it was meant to be, and I'd done the other half in these colours, and I'm not entirely sure why, because I did this colours first for this one and this one, and then I'd done this one in the reel, but I was like halfway through. So I had to frog the whole lot. And this was the one, remember it was down this side as well, that I had to frog the whole flower because I forgot to put the bloody stalk in. How do you forget to put a stalk in a flower? So yeah. So that is as far as I am. It doesn't look like a huge amount, but yeah, it took a bit of doing. And this has been done on 36 count winter, it's not Winter Brew, Winter Moon, 36 count Winter Moon by Zweigart, with all of the called for DNC. All of the called for. So I've still got me two big girls, me pot sampler. I think it just means flower pot, not other kind of pot. But if you need to have leave to deal with your pot, then, you know, hey, who am I to judge? who am I to judge? Honestly, my life. So that is the end of my stitching. So I've got a couple of gifts. I have got the giveaway from last week, and I have got the 4,000 giveaway for this week. If you want to hang around, I'm going to do some shuffling and get some stuff out, and then we'll do the good stuff. Right, I think I'm organised. I've got a bit of this, a bit of that, a gather of this and a gather of that. So first things first, right, I'll show you what I got. So through the post I got my auto ship of my Talking Dog threads. Talking Dog is about to celebrate her first anniversary on the 14th of June. If you look at our Instagram page, she's got a giveaway on there. So yeah, head over to Rachel's Instagram page and watch this space, because there might be something here to celebrate too. You never know. You never know. Okie doke. So firstly, I got Bean Sprout. So it's Classic Colourworks. I got Bean Sprout. This, I think, is my new favourite colour. Bejeweled. Look at that. It's more greeny than you can see. It's looking blue, but this is a real bright, I want to say phthalo green. If you know painting, you'll know what I mean. It's a real bright teal. Bella Rose. It's a pretty pink and white. Can't see it much there, but it's a pink and sort of cream. Let me put my glasses on. Betty Bluebell. I thought it said Busty Bluebell. I was going to say, well, that's a strange name. Yeah, Betty Bluebell. And Bing Cherry. Busty Bluebell and Bing Cherry. They're like, yeah, names that I'm not even going to go into. And I got my Weeks Dye Works one. Battleship. And Bayberry. I don't know what a Bayberry is. Beachcomb. Have you seen this? I think I've already got this, but that's a fabulous variegated, isn't it? These knees. And I love this. I'm sure I've got this as well. Beehive. Absolutely love that. So they're this month's colours on me from me thread club, and she also sent me a copy of a French Rose. So I'd asked her to get it for me ages and ages ago, and then of course Val sent me a copy as well, but Rachel still sent me the copy that she's gifted this to me. She was dead kind, so it will be one of the giveaways. So, and they're the only gifts I got, I think. So, giveaway from last week, which is the cotton and twine box that I can't show you because this is sitting on top of it at the moment. Did you notice that? I love my hand gestures to sort of, just to help you along. A bit like, what it used to be called with Lionel Blair. You'll know. If you know, you know. It was like charades. I can't remember what it was called though. If anybody in any other countries are watching and going, I have no clue. She's lost the plot. She has lost the plot. But yeah, it was charades. We do charades every Christmas Day still. But there you go. We're old fashioned. How the hell did I get onto that? Oh, it was my hand gestures that go alongside things. Okay, so the person who won the Cotton and Twine subscription box for last week, which was, oh, it was the lovely, yeah, this is why I can't be trusted to have technical things with other stuff. It was the lovely bird box and stuff, wasn't it, with a lovely ceramic bird in. So the person who won that is, I've written her name down, here you go, Joanne Bedford 8571. So I'll put it along here, Joanne Bedford 8571. And massive apologies, the embroidery thing that I meant to put on last week, I totally forgot. And I have forgot to check it this week, so I will do it. But yeah, totally forgot. So Joanne Bedford 8571, if you can get in touch with me, I'll get that in the post to you. Hopefully this year. So 4,000, thank yous for me to give. I can't believe, I can't believe we're here. It's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. So I have got 4 patterns to give away and 4 pieces of fabric to give away. Okie doke. So let's have a look. Let's start with the patterns. So this one was gifted to me by Val, my lovely friend Val. So this is one of the Lavender and Lace patterns. I love this. If I had more time, I'd quite like to do this. Just, I don't know, speaks to the old-fashioned sampler stitcher in me. So for that one, we will say lace. I have got the Doodle Maker Heart and Hand. For this one, we will say hand. Sorry, I should have said as well, Val also sent me a copy of this. I already had one. Val sent me a copy. So, yeah, so hand for that. The aforementioned French Rose, which was the hottest topic in Nashville this year, or I thought it was anyway. French for that one. And 2 of the projects that you get from, that I got from me World of Cross Stitching, what do you call it, magazine subscription. So there is the Emma Congdon, and it comes with a hoop and everything in, and Margaret Sherrie, which, I mean, I love this. Again, just haven't got the flipping time though. So for this one, we will say world. So it's because it's the world of cross stitching that it's come from. Fabric. Okay, so we have got a piece of Evenweave, which is a Megan Coffee Crafts piece of Evenweave, which is 18 by 27 inches, so fac water. So for that one, we will say, just say purple. Okay, purple for that one. I have got a piece of Ada. So I've tried to do something kind of for everybody. And this is 16 count Wren. And it is 18 by 18 inches. So for that one, we will just say Wren. So W-R-E-N. I've got another piece of Evenweave, which is Arctic Sky. I think it's Fabric Flare. I got it through my subscription with Lakeside Needlecrafts. I got it through there, but it's called Arctic Sky. I think it's a Fabric Flare one. And this is, what do I measure this at? 17 by 20 inches. This is 32 count, by the way. And for that one, we will say Sky. So Sky for that one. And the last piece is a piece of, I think it's platinum. And this is just a plain linen. So I got, and it's lovely. It is lovely. 19 by 17 inches this is. So for this one, should we just say platinum? In fact, no, make it easier for spelling wise, because I think I would make out, yeah, linen. We'll just say linen for that one. So we have got, let's go backwards. Linen for the platinum linen. Sky for the bluey Evenweave Arctic Sky. Wren, W-R-E-N, for the, let's picture this plus by the way, linen. And I just said purple, didn't I, for the Megan Coffee Craft piece of purple fabric. World for the cross stitch projects. French for French rose. Hand, I said, for the heart and hand. And lace for the lavender and lace. I will give those, because there's quite a lot of them, I'll give them 2 weeks. So I will pick the winner on, let me have a look. Let me have a look at dates. 21st of June. So if you're watching this after the 21st of June, it's not available. Yeah. So there you go. You've got lots of words to make up some funny stuff with, because it does make me laugh, some of the stuff that people come up with. So what else did I have? I'm sure there was something else. I'm always sure there's something else. Hang on. God, I'm looking really bedraggled, aren't I? I've been through the mill on this episode. Oh, Kate's been quite normal. And I know that's not a word that ever has been used with me, but yeah, I think it's been a little bit not quite as wild as it's been the last couple of weeks, I should say. So I can't think of what it was. There was something. No idea what it was. It will come to me, no doubt, at 3 o'clock in the morning. So the only thing I've got left to say again is massive thank you for those who have supported me and helped me, listened to me, sent me things, sent me words, you know, sort of sent emails, sent all my cards, sent me gifts. Yeah, I am hugely grateful. So just with that in mind, my final thought for today just comes from me. I didn't make it up though. It's come from a lady called Alice Walker. Thank you is the best prayer anybody can say. Bye for now.